I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my planetary overview for the third week of November, November the 16th. So right at the start of the week on the 17th, the week will kick off with the Sun-Mercury connection. It's in Scorpio, so it will open the door for you to get in touch with your emotions more, about how you feel about life in general, or people, or certain situations that are going on. Now try to put some time aside. Don't fill up every single moment of the day this week. Easier said than done, I know, because many of you have a great deal of responsibilities, and just getting a minute to yourself can be challenging. But what happens when your life is filled of busyness, you don't have that time to really reflect. And it's important to do that, because that's how you grow and you come to terms with things. And right now it'd be great to do that, to have a little bit of solo time, no matter where it is. Maybe it's last thing at night, just before you go to sleep, and you think things through, or first thing in the morning, if that makes your mind too active to sleep, or on the way to work, or on the subway. So wherever you can grab those few moments just to be reflective, that's a great thing. If you can do some meditation, even better. All right, so, and I know it's difficult to do meditation, all the time, but Oprah and Deepak have their 21-day challenge on at the moment. We are sort of almost halfway through it. I think it's on about day 10, but it's great to do, and it's a great practice if you're not used to meditating as well, because Oprah comes on and does a little intro. Deepak comes on and imparts some of his great knowledge and wisdom, and that all takes about 10 minutes, and then there's about a 10-minute meditation. So it's not like a huge amount of time. Easier said, I know, than done. But even if you could pick it up, every second or third day, then I'm sure you'd get a lot out of it. Those 21-day meditations they do are really fabulous. Each meditation is left up for 5 days, so you can go in and back and sort of catch up a little bit if you can. All right, so that being said, the very next day, on the 18th, in Neptune, which is a very imaginative type energy, will come out of retrograde. Now, Neptune is sitting in Pisces, the sign that it rules, so it's very comfortable here. Pisces like to be positive and enthusiastic about life. They don't do well around negative doom and gloom situations, or people that are bad news bearers all the time. So it really just helps us to be a little realistic or unrealistic rather, about our life. And I love that, because if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know that I really subscribe to being unrealistic or idealistic, or let's say, because that's where your thoughts start. There's plenty of room to come back and compromise, and life is full of compromises, because once you decide on one thing, often you have to let something else go. So that's the plus and the minus of life. So if you can start on that, with the idealism of what you really want to do, what's really true in your heart, and that's a great starting point, I always think. All right, so you want to make the most of this energy right now too, because Saturn is going to cast a cloud of caution over this vibration next week. Okay, so we've got this sort of week to really do some sort of planning and get in touch with our heart. Okay. Now, on the 20th, communication planet Mercury will make a move to the next sign, and that's Sagittarius. The Sun's going to follow shortly. Now, these two in this placement in Sagittarius gives a very optimistic feel as well. And so, you don't want to get too caught up in the big picture, grand scheme of things, and forget about the details. So here's where the balance comes through: to be idealistic, but to have one foot on the ground, to be realistic as well. Because it's the details at the end of the day, when you get your vision, you then have to pull back, because it's the details that really provide the glue to bring everything together and to make it happen. Okay. So that's what I think we need to keep in mind. And not everybody is great at doing that. Some people are visionary people. Some people are more detailed, initiating, putting into action, making it happen. Some people are lucky to have both traits. But if you're better at one than the other, then look for a partner, a life partner or a business partner, or people that complement you. That's where that saying opposites attract, because an opposite provides a whole lot of attributes that you don't have, and so together it sort of completes it. Okay, so think about that next time you go to perhaps be critical of what someone does because they're different to you. We've all done it. So, the very thing that you're perhaps being critical about could be the very thing that really helps to make you whole as a team. Okay. All right. So, love and luck to you. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and do the weekly reports now, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.